Matt Day here with Parsons, Graham and Day. I want to take a moment to talk about the fact that O.J Simpson passed away from cancer recently. I bring him up because obviously he's been in the news, but I still get questions about the O.J. trial. It's been 20 years, right? 19, 20 years since O.J. Simpson went on trial, the criminal trial for the murder of his ex-wife and Mr. Goldman, right? And so I still get questions about it because he's found not guilty in the criminal trial, but then the parents for Goldman and Nicole's parents, I believe too, did a wrongful death suit in a civil case, and he was found liable for the wrongful death. So I want to take a second and talk about the difference. A criminal trial, the burden of proof is on the state of Oklahoma or the federal government or the state of New York or the state of California, wherever, right? It's on the government, and the burden is beyond a reasonable doubt, right? Beyond a reasonable doubt. It's the highest burden that a party has in the American judicial system. Whereas a civil case is typically a preponderance of the evidence, more likely than not, right? So that's a mid-level burden, we call it 51%, but any amount greater than 50% is preponderance of the evidence, versus beyond a reasonable doubt, which is significantly higher. It means reasonable doubt has to be excluded, that guy or gal did it, and that's the difference. So it was easier to win the civil case because it was a lower burden, right? Anyway, O.J. Simpson passed away not guilty, right? The juice is loose with the criminal case versus civil case. He's found liable for the deaths of his ex-wife and Mr. Goldman, and was required to pay a certain amount of money. I don't think that money ever got paid, but he ended up in prison in 2007, 2008 for about 9 years. So anyway, that is what I want to talk about, because people still ask, how is it he's not guilty but was found liable for their deaths? It's because there's different standards in civil cases and criminal cases. The purpose of this video is to be informative and not to provide legal advice. For legal advice, call a law firm and speak to an attorney about your particular case. None of the information provided in here is meant to establish the attorney-client relationship between Parsons, Graham and Day and anyone watching this video.